today.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to North Dakota Today. I am Anna Johnson. Joining me is Phoenix O'Connor, and Phoenix is our big announcement. She is the new co-host for North Dakota Today. How are you today?
Yeah, it's been really great, and I definitely woke up early. You know, Jordan and I get along so well. He knows me so well. The first thing he said to me is, like, looks like you need a coffee, and he went ahead and he made that pot right away. So it's been definitely a really easy transition. But I'm hoping everyone at home is staying nice and warm outside, because it is looking
some coffee.
Definitely pretty windy outside.
Yeah, and we have coffee later in the show, so
yeah, awesome.
Stick with us for that. You may also notice another big change, which is this gorgeous couch.
Yes.
Which you can't feel it at home, but boy, is it soft.
Yeah, and it's very comfortable.
Yes.
That's kind of like the feeling.
I know, I love it, and it's going to be so much more fun. There's more changes to come on North Dakota Today, but kind of starting out with this, we got Phoenix, we got the couch. It's a lot to process, but so excited for what's coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we have a pretty exciting show coming up.
We do. We have a lot of fun stuff. We're going to get to know Phoenix a little better, for one thing. That's going to be a big part of the show, is just kind of introducing her to you. And then throughout the week, we'll do little things too that kind of make that fun. But of course, it's a first alert weather day.
Absolutely. So what's more exciting is we're going to have a scientist come on, because I know if you got your kiddos at home, they don't have school today.
Nope.
So we're going to give you some fun projects. You can go outside. You know, one of my favorite things to do on a snow day is to make snow candy.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, no, it kind of tastes a little bit like taffy. You get some maple syrup, kind of warm it up, and then you just put it outside on that snow, and it kind of freezes over, and you just eat it, and it's just so yummy.
This is like the one time you can tell your kids it's okay to eat snow, because
well, of course, I mean, you make sure it's clean snow, good
when
advice.
Mom
you
says
know,
it's okay,
clean, definitely make sure you're in a good area. Definitely.
Yeah. But it sounds good, and we're gonna have to try that, because I do love me some candy. So
yeah, no, very sweet.
But yes, we have so much coming up in the show. Although, let's first start out with this. Because it's first alert weather day, because the weather has been really rough, if you're planning on going outside today, there's some things you should know. In North Dakota, the east side of the state, it isn't a travel alert. That's the purple section that you see there. If you have the Valley News Live app, you probably got a ping this morning, which told you that visibility was not great and there is drifting snow on the roads. So just make sure that you keep your Valley News Live app on. You can also get the VNL weather app. That'll help with that. And then, of course, this is from the NDT. Now, moving over to Minnesota, there is blowing snow. Road conditions seem to be okay. They're passable. I live in Minnesota. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, but I made it to work, so that's great. Today is just not the day for a day trip to the southeast, so maybe avoid that, because as you get kind of lower south, it's not great. This is the situation now. Keep in mind, throughout the day, weather's kind of evolving, so it could be a little bit different. And I guess we're kind of going to see what happens throughout the day, so stick with us, and we'll definitely follow that. We're also going to have Lisa Green on for the later shows, the noon and 4, 5, 6. We've got a few different weather personalities on with us today, so they're going to keep us updated. But take a look at the map. You can tell kind of by the colors of the roads how things are changing. That'll definitely help you get to where you need to be safely, because the most important thing always, obviously, is safety. So we're going to stick in with that. Now,
I could say this definitely on my way, in. I come in pretty early. It was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and that snow was already really blowing very well. And I'm just taking a peek outside. It definitely does look pretty chilly out there. So if you can stay indoors, I would definitely do it.
President's Day, you guys. Grab some coffee. Do you want to go outside in that? I don't.
No.
No, that's Hankinson too. So yeah, especially if you're moving south. Also, I think the south is getting way more snow than we are. So, conditions do not look great. Don't go to the casino today. That's and also look at winter storm warning. The news just gets better and better, you guys. So today is a great day to sit down, grab a warm beverage, watch North Dakota Today, and
absolutely.
Now, another fun thing. You and I have been spending some time together. In fact, you borrowed something from me.
No, I was gonna say that, but you took the words right out of my mouth. Is that when you're gonna make friends? When we met, what was it, last weekend or so? We had a beautiful. I love charcuterie boards, and you did it lunch very, very beautifully, might I add. She asked, do you need anything? And I said, I don't have a saucepan, and I normally do a French press for my coffee in the morning. So that was one thing I really needed. So I'm going to go ahead and return your saucepan and say thank you so much. you know, that's just what you do. Sometimes you borrow sugar and sometimes you borrow saucepans, right?
That's what friends are for. And then, of course, in return, because you just moved and we're super excited to have you here, I got you a housewarming gift.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
So obviously the theory behind it is, right off the bat, you've got to clean, you've got to keep your kitchen manageable. And these are some staples maybe that'll make that a little easier for you,
It definitely
I'm hoping.
does. Thankfully, I came into a nice, clean place to live, which was great. But no, these always come in so handy. And for me, I do like to keep things organic as best as you possibly can.
Yes.
So thank you for considering that. It's really
Now,
sweet.
yes, and there is an etiquette to housewarming gifts. I learned, according to marthastewart.com, there is a whole list of things that you need to be aware of when you're giving housewarming gifts. For instance, starting out, always bring a gift, whether you're going to a housewarming party or it's your first visit to somebody's new home within 6 months. You want to bring a gift, and that applies to homeowners, but it also applies to renters, because regardless of the situation, their house is a home, right? So number 2, don't go extravagant or specific. You want to make sure that if you're going to give someone a gift that is specific, that you understand what their personal style is, because the worst thing would be, in this case, if I had given Phoenix something maybe like awkwardly Southwestern themed. Like, I don't know if you're a big fan of horses, but if I got you like a whole bunch of John Wayne apparel.
I would have been okay with the horse. I'm coming from Montana and I live down in Texas a lot, so you're definitely not offending me about anything rodeo. But I always, for my go-to is, my stepmother, she's Italian, and for her, she always taught me you always bring a good bottle of wine to at least a dinner or so. But then I guess you always have that, red or white, or, some people choose not to drink, so you do always got to be
aware of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Some people choose not to drink, so you don't want to obviously bring them a bottle of scotch and then they're like, so I'm dry, and
or maybe some chocolates.
Don't make it awkward. And then of course, in terms of cost, the cost of the gift generally depends on your budget, but it's usually between $25 and $50. It's a pretty good average. And then you do, if you can, make it personal. So a lot of times you see things like monogram towels, maybe something that's got their initial on it, or something nostalgic. Like if for instance, I didn't, and whatever, maybe we'll do this again sometime, but like if I had gotten you a Montana coffee mug or something.
That was my going away gift, to be honest. Oh gosh, I love all my Montana friends, but one of the gifts that I received was a coffee mug with the state of Montana with a heart on it, just so they know that their heart lies still in Montana. So I think it's good to get away, going away gifts. But when you're getting to know someone, that is true, because it's so tricky, because you don't know this person. You kind of have to just keep it on a basic level. And then you get to know them, then you can get more personalized. But those are all good tips. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. And then of course, for people who have given or received gifts, like the candle is the most common.
Yes. And if you're selling your house, makes a batch of cookies so then your house smells good.
Yes. Things like that. And then, obviously food is the way to the heart, right? So if somebody were to, but if somebody were to give you like fresh baked cookies or like a little pie or something.
Always, all good. They're all making me very hungry.
I know. Well, good news, we have some snacks later on in this show. So, just be aware of those little tips. It's pretty self. But whatever.
Well, thank you very much for this gift. Now I have I'm going to go home and go clean up again, and I love it. Thank you so much.
And I will say, I did try a little bit, because I know you have a little bit of a boho style, but it's still a little bit kind of almost a little rusticy.
No, it's beautiful. I love it, and best thing ever is I like natural, organic things. So you did a great job. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now stay with us. Again, we have a lot on today's show. Local businesses are offering special promotions to support homeless kids in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and we'll tell you how you can help.
But first, here's your local steals and deals.